I finally felt like I could relax a little with Sabrina over and done with, so it was time to go do some smaller stuff before I crossed the ocean. Heading to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City, I nabbed a Rhyhorn, found the Gamekeeper's Lost Teeth to receive the HM Strength, and made it to the secret house at the end to receive the HM Surf. Silphco had gifted me a Lapras on the way out of Saffron City, so I knew it was time to hit the waves. There was a problem, though. Most of my team has a pretty debilitating water weakness. I'm gonna need a new buddy to make sure I can get across the ocean and make it to Blaine safely. But don't worry, I have a plan. No, not quite. I have a different plan. Stocking up on max repels and traveling all the way back to Cerulean City where we fought Misty, I took the water channel to the very well hidden power plant. Don't get ahead of me. Entering the strange building, I doused myself in Pokemon repellent to keep anything from attacking me. The plan was simple. Run to the end of the winding path, don't encounter any Pokemon, and reach the prize at the end. Don't get me wrong, repels are not perfect. You can still encounter some Pokemon even when you're using it, but I didn't. I made it all the way through the building to the end. I tried to pick up some items, only to find out that they were electrodes and Voltorbs in disguise. The dupe's claws of the Nuzlocke protected me there, thank goodness. Finally, standing in the last room was the legendary bird Zapdos. This guy was gonna be my ticket across the ocean. But wait, you can't use legendaries in a Nuzlocke. Isn't that cheating or something? Well, think about it. I didn't encounter anything else, used repels to get here, and at the very start of the Nuzlocke when I laid down my rules for play, I explicitly said that I could get any Pokemon that is visible on the overworld and not have it count as a route catch. That includes Eevee, who's in a Pokeball, Snorlax, who's laying in the road, and the legendary birds. As payment for taking such a powerful Pokemon into my Nuzlocke, I used the Master Ball to catch him. I feel like if I'm gonna bend the rules, that's kind of a fair trade, you know? I know, Articuno is the best legendary bird, but I need Zapdos more, from a gameplay standpoint. He's fast, he's powerful, and the best electric type in the game. What the hell? You are the god of thunder and lightning. You don't have any electrical attacks that do damage? Are you kidding me? I teach him Thunder, one of the best electric moves in the game, along with Fly, which I stopped to pick up in a different place just west of Celadon City. You don't have to have Fly in order to finish the game, but it is super convenient, and I really wanted to use it here since I could fly to Pallet Town and cross a much shorter way across the water instead of, crossing the entire fucking ocean to get to Cinnabar Island. But wait, Azzy, you picked up Eevee. What are you gonna do with him? I bet you're getting the plan now, yeah? Vaporeon is only level 25, but we can work with that once we've secured Cinnabar Island as a flying location. Did you guys know in terms of breeding, Vaporeon... Okay, I've been told I'm not allowed to tell that joke on YouTube. Moving on. Boxing Lapras after I teach Vaporeon Surf, I use him to cross the shorter route across the sea. There, now I can fly pretty much anywhere I want in the game, minus the final area, but we don't need to go there yet. The world gets a lot smaller once you get your wings. And so began a long training montage. I went from place to place, trainer to trainer, cleaning up areas that I'd skipped over for free XPs and money in order to train up Vaporeon so he wouldn't get crushed by sheer level difference. It took a very long time, but finally the little guy was sitting in the upper 40s and I was ready to progress further. The only problem was Blaine's gym is locked. He's called the hot-headed quiz master, but he's also locked the door and hidden the key elsewhere for aspiring challengers to find. I honestly just think it's to keep the miles and miles of water-type trainers around the island from rolling in and kicking his ass day in and day out all the time, but that's just me. Anyway, the key to the gym is hidden in the neighboring Pokemon Mansion. The Pokemon Mansion is a former research facility with lots of journal entries talking about the mythical Pokemon Mew and its ultra-violent offspring, Mewtwo. Apparently, Mew was discovered in South America. There's a South America in the Pokemon world, stop asking questions. And later it gave birth to Mewtwo. And Mewtwo was so violent and out of control, it got away from all captivity. Since this is a Nuzlocke, we won't be able to capture either of them, but it is interesting for the world building since this manor is a complete wreck. If the Silphco building was a mindless maze of too many floors and teleporter puzzles, the mansion here is a finely crafted, much smaller space that relies on switch puzzles and falling off of the proper places into the areas below. This felt nicer and more well thought out as a dungeon area. I used max repels the whole time I was there to minimize any interference in my search for the gym key, but I still stopped to fight all the trainers that I could find. Securing the key and making a quick stop at the Pokemon Center to heal up, it was time to head into Blaine's gym. Blaine, like I said, is called the hot-headed quiz master, and his gym reflects his title. The gym is arranged in little rooms where you can either answer a quiz question or fight a trainer to make the next door open. It encourages you to answer the questions to preserve your strength, but this is a moot point since you can just leave and go heal if you take a beating. Answer the questions or muscle your way through. It's up to you. Using Vaporeon, I took out all of the gym trainers because, hey, easy XP, and gave the little guy a rare candy for doing such a good job getting ready for this fight. Startlingly, he learned Hydro Pump right before I was about to head in for Blaine himself. I swear I did not plan that, but it was a welcome surprise. Much like the fight with Erica and her grass types while I was using Charizard and Flamethrower, Vaporeon walked all over Blaine's team with Hydro Pump. This guy didn't get off a single attack, and Vaporeon washed away his entire team without breaking a sweat. I remember feeling sorry for Blaine even as a child, sitting on an island out in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by wild water-type Pokemon and trainers that use them. I feel like the entire reason the gym is locked, like I said, is just to keep all the locals away so he doesn't get bullied by a constant onslaught of water-type trainers. People that are looking for gym badges and going on an actual Pokemon journey will be the ones who put in the effort to get the key and actually get in to see him. Blaine was little more than a speed bump on my Nuzlocke journey, and with the Volcano badge secured, it was already time to move on. One badge remained, and I had a score to settle with the guy holding it. Giovanni.